Hi all, I'm Sanchit Setia. Welcome to this YouTube video. So today we are going to continue with our MuleSoft playlist, and in today's video we are going to understand the API-led connectivity and application network. So yeah, I have created these notes already, and I will be attaching these notes in the video description. So yeah, let's start the video. So the first thing is what is API-led connectivity exactly? So API-led connectivity is the modern approach to connect the application and data using some reusable APIs, and it is essentially a way to break down data silos and create more flexible and agile IT infrastructure. So to give you an example, imagine a company with the CRM system, an inventory system, and a web application for customers. Traditionally, these systems might directly connected to each other, but this can lead to very complex integration and make it difficult to add new applications. So whatever drawbacks we saw in point-to-point integration, yeah, same would be applicable here. So using this API-led connectivity, each system would expose its data and functionality through API, and these API would be designed for a specific purpose, such as retrieving customer information from the CRM or checking the inventory levels. So uh, the web application would then interact with this API to get the data it needs to function. So basically we try to create the purposeful and reusable API, and yeah, each API has a specific purpose in this API led connectivity. So this API-led connectivity suggests three different kinds of API, and these three different kinds of APIs are divided based on what is the purpose of each API. So those different purposes: unlocking the data, composing data, and processing and delivering the experience. So based on that, we have three different kinds of API. So first thing is a system API. So these API provide access to the raw data stored in the backend system, like a CRM or inventory system. So its purpose is to unlock the data. And the second one is the process API. So these API orchestrate the data from multiple system APIs to perform a specific business process. So for an instance, an order fulfillment process API might interact with the inventory and CRM APIs to check stock, create an order, and update the customer information. So its purpose is to compose data and processes to create some sort of business logic out of it. So that is about process API. Now the third one is experience API. So these APIs are designed for specific user interface or application, like customer web app, or they may be mobile app. So they would consume the data from process API or system API and format it for the specific need of the application. So its purpose is to deliver some particular experience for some particular customer, you can say. So yeah, that is about experience API. Now these are the benefits of API led connectivity, and yeah, benefits are modularity and reusability. So API led connectivities promotes a modular approach of integration where functionality is wrapped into a reusable API. Each functionality is wrapped into a reusable API. So this allows organization to break down complex systems into smaller and more manageable components that can be easily reused across different projects and among different teams. So that is about the first benefit. And the next one is agility and flexibility. So basically when we decouple the system based on by breaking it into smaller functionality, the entire set of infrastructure becomes decoupled, and the benefit of with that is organization can achieve great agility and flexibility in their IT environments. So uh, so yeah, that is the second benefit. Now to give you an example, if the so if we want to introduce some so suppose we have some we have some system API which fetches the product related details, and we want to introduce some new product category. So in that case, no other changes will be required in any of your web application or any of your process API. Only the system API where this new product category would be needed, that is where this change will be required to be done. So yeah, that is the benefit again. So it is quite flexible in that scenario, like we can make quick changes. And the third benefit is again this faster time to market. And so API-led connectivity enables organization to develop and deploy new application and service more quickly by leveraging the existing APIs and integration assets. So yeah, it is similar to reusability only. So if we are able to reuse the existing assets, or then obviously we will be able to deliver some new business process or business logic quickly to the market. So yeah, this reduces development time and effort and accelerate time to market for new products. And the next is scalability. So since this API-led connectivity helps in loose coupling between the systems, so this allows application to scale component independently, because each system is now independent of each other. So these can be scaled independently based on how much load each functionality faces. Like, so suppose if CRM system is having higher load than order management system, then that CRM system can be scaled independently of the other different systems. So that is what the benefit of using this API-led connectivity in scalability is. And yeah, so this usually covers every benefit, but yeah, there are other benefits as well. So it also improves the collaboration, and because if we have some organizational assets, when we create APIs using API-led connectivity, then different teams, different business units within the organization will be able to reuse the existing APIs created by some other team. So it improves the collaboration, and again in turn it reduces the time to market, and it helps in reusability. So yeah, these are like interlinked with each other, but yeah, these are all the benefits that we have. And yeah, if we are reusing it, the same API, then it will also helps in cost efficiency. So that is also one other benefit. So that is also related to each other. And the one more is better governance. So if our APIs are managed centrally, and there is a specific team which is managing all these APIs, then we can secure these APIs with some industry standard protocols such as OAuth and HTTPS, and ensure that data remains protected during transit and at rest. So we will be able to apply these kind of governance if all these APIs are centrally governed. So yeah, that is also one more benefit. Now to understand it example also. So suppose there is an e-commerce organization. Now that organization is having these many different systems. So suppose there is a database which is having product catalog data. It will be having item name and description. All these details related to product will be there inside this database. Now again, for this there is a system API, and then for inventory management we can have one more system API. Then for customer data there is a CRM, Salesforce. Then for that also we will have one system API. Now for payment gateway we have one system API. For logistic management, if we want to connect to some external logistics provider, uh, some service provided by that. Then again we have one more system API. So this is basically the system layer, which basically unlocks all the data. Now there is a process layer. So as a business requirement, we want to have these uh, two functionalities. So one is we want to manage the orders. So for managing the order, we would need product catalog system API. So what it will do is it will orchestrate all these requests. So it will call product catalog system API, and it will call inventory management system API. It will also call this payment gateway system API if the customer is purchasing something. So yeah, based on that, it will be able to achieve this business logic of order management. Similar to that, we have shipping and delivery process API. So that again uses this customer data similar to order management API. So this is what we can see. This is an example of reusability. So this customer API is being reused among all these two different processes, right? So that is what the benefit is. Then these are the two different processes. Now this e-commerce want to have two different kinds of experience for the customer. One is using the web application that we can open on a browser, and the other is mobile application. Now instead of creating different application for each of them, these will be able to reuse the functionality again. So again, the example of reusability. So they will be able to call the same order management API and the same shopping and delivering process API. So again, this will suppose initially there was only web application, and later on this organization decided to have one mobile app also. So it would have helped them, it would have been very easy for them to simply consume this existing API instead of designing and developing everything from scratch. So again, this is benefit of reusability, faster time to market, all those scenarios that we discussed. Also we discussed flexibility, right? So for an example, if I give you one example, so suppose if this organization want to have one more functionality, one more experience for the customer, they want to add one platform where they can where the customer can submit their inquiry or some complaint. So that inquiry or complaint can be exposed as one more system API, and that system API, inquiry system API, we can say. So instead of this system API can directly call this customer profile system API, and it will be able to interact with this Salesforce CRM and submit any query against some customer or any support case. All those things it will be able to do. So yeah, this is this kind of architecture is more flexible. So we just have to add one more API in our experience layer, and it will be able to accommodate our requirement based on. In future, if also we want to add some more APIs, we can easily add it in our API-led architecture. So this is all about API-led connectivity. Now this API-led connectivity, when we combine all these APIs, which combines with different systems and different processes, now this entire IT infrastructure is what we call the application network. So basically, application network is referred to the network of interconnected application or systems and services that communicate with each other via an API. So yeah, basically to understand, I have written this analogy. So imagine a city with well-defined roads. These roads can be considered as an API, which are connected with the different districts Now these districts can be considered as applications and data sources. So this network allows for the efficient movement of people. There people can be considered as data, and goods can be considered as services between these districts. So yeah, this entire thing is what we call the application network. Now this is just a small example. There could be similar to that, there will be a lot of other processes, lot of other system APIs. So that entire thing would be an application network in an organization. So yeah, that is all for today's video. So if you like this video, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing, and I will attach these notes to the video. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.